Hey, good afternoon and welcome to a bonus episode of Eat Like a Barbarian. Today, if she ever puts her hat on, my co-host will be Miss Nicole, but she's over here playing with her hat and everything else. So in a minute, we're gonna make fish and chips for her dad, and she's probably gonna do most of the work because I want her to do most of the work. But we'll be back to you in just a minute. All right, so first we started off. Nicole made buttermilk using some just regular milk and lemon juice because, well, I didn't have any, so we made it happen. We let it sit for a few minutes. Then we put the fish in the soak. Just kind of helps break down a little bit. It makes it a little more tender. It takes away some of the fishiness, but we don't want a whole lot of that fishiness taken away. Today I cheated and we bought a fish fry because, well, I'm looking for this very certain coating that you can't always get with flour and stuff. I'm using this guy right here. Again, no, they are not sponsoring me. No, they have nothing to do with this. It's the one we got. It's just how it goes. So you can use flour, you can use cornmeal, you can use panko, you can use whatever you want. So what we did, like I said, we let this soak for a little bit. It's probably been in here about, I want to say about a half hour anyways. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna take the fish out and we'll let a lot of that excess come off because you don't want too much. You're gonna put it in the fish fry and just kind of give it a nice little coating so that it's completely covered. And give it a nice press so it's on there. You're gonna see little wet spots. You see little wet spots, you did it the right way. So we're gonna take that now. We're gonna do the rest of these up, and then we're gonna be back in a minute. We're gonna get these in oil. We're gonna get this whole party started. So we'll be right. All right, so now you see I got them all done. We have tons left. So if you wanted to technically put it back in again and double batter them so they're even crispier, you can do that. I think we're gonna leave it at the single layer. It depends, Mr. Cole. Did he like them crispier or just
Crispy.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to redo all these because, well, I got to do it the way he liked it. So I'm going to finish this up again, and then we'll be back to you, and we'll get this party started. I'm telling you, cook with these guys, nothing goes smooth. This one wants to make it YouTube inappropriate. It's just not fun right now. All right, so we get the oil now set at 350. Yes, I know for a fact. We've been checking it. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have Miss Nicole put the fish in the oil. Of course, she has to be a lefty, so she makes everything all difficult. So, and she's gonna be, I was gonna say, she's gonna be a Miss Zoe and drop it in her face. But the key now is, so, bring it over and see. You'll see how it's nice and bubbly. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let these cook roughly 5-7 minutes a piece or until they're a nice golden crispy. And then we're gonna pull them out, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna finish that. I'll be back to you in a minute. All right, so we pulled them out. See, they're nice, they're golden, nice and crunchy. You're gonna hit them with a little bit of salt while they're nice and warm because, well, that's what everybody says to do. I know there's a reason. There's a heat is better to it when it's hot than when it's cold. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna finish up the few pieces. I'm gonna throw some fries in that oil, then we're gonna finish this up. Maybe we'll get Miss Nicole to talk. She can tell you a little bit about why this was her dad's favorite dish, and we're gonna make a drink for him afterwards. So we'll be right back. So yeah, she's over here playing with thermal thermometer instead of cooking. But yes, this is how this ends up all the time somehow.
I made the coleslaw yesterday.
She did make the coleslaw yesterday, which you guys will see in a little bit. You'll see it when we're sitting at the table making the drink. But right now, she's probably going to run away because now comes
frozen, and that's
frozen French fries in oil. I almost wish I could run away. I'm going to try to do this a little differently though. Use my little spider here. And just kind of, that works way better.
Very anticlimactic.
That was way better than I thought it was going to be. So now, here's the key with fries. Cook them as long as you like. You like crispy fries, cook them crispy. You like it to where they just barely, because now my oil literally died because, well, I put in a whole bunch of French fries. So what we're gonna do is I'll just turn up the temp. and hopefully it'll come back. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna let these cook. We're gonna let these get nice and hopefully nice and crispy soon, and we'll be right back to you.
I'm hoping.
You are hoping. All right, so
Pretend I like you.
I like I said, nothing can go smooth. Well, I guess that her father's favorite drink, or one of his favorite drinks, was Jack and Coke. I'm not a big fan of just straight Jack Daniels, but you know what? Tonight, I'm gonna do this. So the key was always, this is what he told me. One of the first things he told me was 3 ice cubes,
Fill it to the eyes.
fill it to the eyes, but that's in a cup that we don't have, cup that we can't find. Sometimes I wonder if she's crazy and it was a whole different thing altogether. You filled him to his eyes. Could be that too. But she says that he had a Minnesota Viking glass or cup where he literally would put 3 ice cubes. He would fill it up to the Viking's eyes with Coke.
I did it.
Oh, she did it. Not me, but her.
For the
So,
Celtics
so
game.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill this, my little Ocean Deck cup. We're gonna fill it up to, well, the bottom of the deck.
Keep them.
I know, I'm letting trying not to get all foamy there. So literally right to the bottom of the deck.
You would think you know how to pour honey.
Right to the bottom of the deck. And then what has to be the smallest bottle of Jack Daniels number 7. But it's okay, because now, it's on, because I can't get this damn thing open. Because, well, I neglected to take the plastic off the bottle. So now Miss Nicole gets to use her teeth to fix this. All right, so now, I'm not even sure how much I'm supposed to put in this. I'm not putting this whole bottle in there, but I think I'm probably just gonna fill it up to the, maybe the top of the deck, maybe the ocean. I don't know, we'll see. So, let's just go to the top of the deck. I think that's plenty. It's about half this little bottle. Of course, Jeremy's gonna give me the wrong spoon altogether, but that's okay because I have it in my bar and he could easily, yeah, she just drank that. She's not a whiskey drinker at all. So, as you see now, that's a Jack and Coke. That was her dad. One of the first things I did with him was we got blackout drunk on Jack and Coke at the Hawaiian Inn in Daytona. Blackout. Don't remember coming back to the room. I know we got steak and cheese at one point. I don't even remember that. But I know that this was his drink. That's his food. So in a minute, we're gonna finish this up. We're gonna let Nicole talk a little bit about her sister Stavon and how they dealt with last week. And maybe we'll have Jeremy poke his head in just because, well, he's itching behind the camera to poke his head in. So maybe we'll let him do that too. We'll be right back to you. All right, so she's already eating French fries, but here's our final product.
I don't know why you gave me tartar sauce.
It goes on the plate.
I don't want tartar sauce.
So she doesn't like pickles. She doesn't like ketchup. She doesn't like corn. She's very anti-American, anti-New England. But today we made up a nice plate just for her dad. Her dad did say, what did he say, that if he was going to come back, he's coming back as a treat.
Yes.
So I'm going to have Miss Nicole, hopefully, if she can figure out how, put a link in to donate a tree. Actually, you donate like, how many was it?
It was, I believe, 10 trees through the Arbor Society for like $20 or something.
So, so that way if he comes back, he can come back everywhere. As long as he doesn't come back as a daddy long leg spider, which anybody who's ever been to his house understands that one. But again, this is, if she can stop eating so when everybody else sits down, she's gonna eat the whole plate before we're even done with the video. Again though, for everybody, for Stavon, for, what's your brother's name? Broderick, for Lilia, even for Jacob. He did lose his dad. The girls, you were his pride and joy. Just know that everything we do here, we do for family. Remember every day, hold your family close. And like every other night, eat like a barbarian.